Hi, third grade. What you see in front of you is exactly what you will find in your green grammar book. This is for week 1, and this is Monday's portion. I will say that some of these are challenging, especially at the beginning of the year, but hopefully as we work through these each day, you will start to get used to what verbs are, what adjectives are, and so forth, and it will get easier. So hopefully at this point too, you've already tried this on your own and you are watching this to go over your answers and fix them and mark the ones you got correct. Okay, well, let's get started. Number 1 says, underline all of the common nouns. Circle all of the proper nouns. Proper nouns are nouns that are more specific and need capital letters. Label all nouns as either a person, place, or thing. So as I look in this sentence, Dad washed the dog in Grandma Peggy's backyard. I see a few common nouns that I'm going to underline. One is dog and backyard. And the proper nouns that are like a substitute for somebody's specific name and need capitalized would be Dad and Grandma Peggy. Now, to label all of these as either a person, place, or thing should be pretty simple, something you should have been able to do on your own. Dad is obviously a person, dog is a thing, Grandma Peggy is a person, and backyard is a place. Okay, number 2 says rewrite the sentence below, replacing the underlined word with a correct pronoun. So here we have the sentence, Miranda loves to swim in the ocean. They want us to substitute a pronoun for the word, for the name Miranda. So a pronoun is like I, we, my. For this example, since Miranda is a female's name, we would use the pronoun she and write on the line, she loves to swim in the ocean. Don't forget the period at the end there. Okay, number 3 says write a verb to complete the sentence. A verb is an action, what the subject is doing in the sentence. So here we have the water blank cold. I decided to fill in the blank with the word feels. The water feels cold. That's what the water's doing. You could use the word is. That makes sense. And is in fact a verb. So you could have said the water is cold there as well. Number 4 says circle the adjectives in the sentence. Draw an arrow from each adjective to the noun it describes. And there it kind of gives you a hint in case you forgot. An adjective is a describing word. It describes the noun. So in this sentence, the old dog napped in the sun, the describing word there is old. So old should be circled. And the noun that old is describing is dog. So I drew an arrow over to dog. Now there is also another noun, the sun, but there isn't a word describing it. The sentence could have said the old dog napped in the bright sun, and bright would be an adjective, but in this case, there's only one adjective in this sentence. Finally, number 5 says circle the adverbs in the sentence. Draw an arrow from the adverbs to the verbs they modify. So adverbs, real quick, are words that tell, how much, how many. They describe and modify a verb or an action. So here, the verb is finish. What you do, you finish something. And how you finish it is quickly. So quickly here is the adverb, and it's modifying the verb finished. So I drew an arrow to finished. Now, a quick thing about adverbs is that most of them end with ly. So the only word in that sentence that ends with ly is quickly. And there you have it. So that's Monday's answers for you. And hopefully you will check back on Tuesday and see if you got any of those correct. Thanks for joining me.